Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today we've got a game between Jaedong and Bisu here on Circuit Breakers. Okay, two of the greatest players ever to play StarCraft matched up head-to-head. Found this replay on teamliquid.net. Thank you so much, Team Liquid, for providing replays of Brood War. And this was played before StarCraft Remastered was released, but it loaded just fine in the StarCraft Remastered client. Yes, yes indeed. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, which is Circuit Breakers, we have the orange Zerg player. It's gonna be Jaedong. And his opponent in the top right-hand corner of the map. He has quite a fan club on my channel. It is the yellow Protoss player, Bisu. All right, now I know the names are weird. I understand that, but I trust the source I got this from. These players are Jaedong and Bisu. There has been a time in the past where I cast a game that I thought was from Bisu, but a lot of people in the comments were saying, hey, Bisu seemed really sluggish in this game. His responses weren't great. He didn't use shuttles all that much either. Maybe it was an imposter. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. But how many players can sit up there with a 300 APM? How many players can go against somebody as good as Jaedong at this level, right? And be a phony? It's just really weird. It'd be really weird, like in StarCraft 2, if there was a really incredible Terran player who could actually mimic innovation. He was good enough that people would get confused and think it was really innovation. I mean, that's difficult. It's difficult to pull off, that's for sure. So it's a hatch first opening out of the Jaedong. Got some drones here, not going crazy on the drone production. Really don't need to fully saturate these minerals in Brood War. Your income is good enough. Your ability to produce units is not nearly as high as it is in StarCraft 2. You can inject. The amount of larvae that you get is the amount of larvae that you get. So fully saturating this with 16 or more drones, this doesn't make any sense. There's the spawning pool, and meanwhile, setting up for the Forge expand here is Bisu. He knows exactly where to plant the Forge, exactly where to plant the pylon, so he can throw down his Nexus and not have to worry about early harassment from the Zerg. Although, look at this forward pylon from Bisu. Yes, forward pylon from Bisu. Another probe is here. Oh, so that Jaedong thinks this is the only one. Oh, and he killed it. And he killed it. Is he? Oh, he did. How did he spot this? I don't know how he spotted it, but there are cannons coming up right now. Whoa. This entered a custom game. Okay, this is weird. The replay file actually has weird information here. All right, so drones, what are you going to do? Is the question right now. Is that actually going to be a cannon? That's actually a cannon, and it is being almost fully protected by these pylons. I think he needs to cancel. I think Jaedong needs to cancel this. He got the probe. He got the probe, which is a huge deal. Absolutely a huge deal. 3 drones can hit this cannon that's coming up. Can they kill it before it finishes? And before that other cannon finishes, oh, gotta cancel on it. Gotta cancel on it. Oh, 3 shots on that drone, just barely at the maximum range of that cannon. This game is starting out good. This game is starting out exceptionally well. Finally expanding as Bisu. He had to devote a lot of resources to this cannon rush, so he couldn't quite expand when he wanted to. So many lings here from Jaedong. How many can attack at a time? 3, 4 at a time, and the sunken colony finishes. Okay, so wow, Jaedong handled that like Jaedong. I mean, I really shouldn't be surprised. That was fantastic. Bisu's gonna lose 2 cannons unless he canceled the one. Either way, 2 cannons and 2 pylons and 2 probes for a drone. Not much else. I mean, maybe some lings. That was masterful by Jaedong. Now, Bisu has to worry about lings coming across the map to try to murder his stuff. Obviously, do have a cannon warping in now for Bisu. And I don't think he's going to cancel this expansion. I don't think he needs to. No, the cannon placement does manage to cover the Forge and that gateway and the pylon and the Nexus. And there's just no way. There's just no way he's going to shut this thing down. The cannon placement is perfect. It is pixel perfect for Bisu. 3 lings do make it inside the main base of Bisu, which is super annoying. Pulling off 3 probes, 4 probes to deal with this. Just because if lings are running around scouting your stuff for this long, Bisu doesn't have the advantage of surprise for anything at all. Another probe coming on down to see what's going on in Jaedong Lang. Takes a sunken colony hit right from under the ground up to the stomach area, although probes are robots, I think. Maybe they don't have stomachs. Ling's trying to... Oh, they got a probe kill. Got a probe kill. Excellent. Excellent from Jaedong thus far. Man, I love casting super high-level Brood War. It is the best. It is the absolute best. Is that probe dead? That probe is just about dead. It's taking 2 shots from the sunken colony. Expanding way up north for his 3rd is Jaedong, as is tradition. in the Brood Wars expand super duper far from home. This is not acceptable because look, there's no gas here. How am I supposed to get gas from this expansion? Or these are lame. These are lame, says Jaedong. I'm going to expand up there instead. First Zealot out for Bisu. Going to send it across the map and see what damage can be done. I think there are enough lings out where this really isn't going to be a problem. I think this is more of just a probing, just a check of what Jaedong is up to. These lings see it and say, there's 4 of us and a drone, and I think we got this. I think we got this. Bisu's micro is going to try to finish off these guys without getting surrounded. But he is taking some shots while running. Can he do this thing? Does kill all but one of the lings, which is generally how that battle goes. 4 Zerglings versus a Zealot. 1 ling probably survives. If you're incredible, and maybe you're playing against somebody who isn't necessarily as good as you could maybe get more than that to survive for the Zerglings, but in general, that's how this works. That's a Spire. Spire in production for Jaedong. Back home, he's getting metabolic boosts for his lings, so they are fast. These lings are still alive. How many kills do they have? 1 kill and 2 kills. Dang. I mean, those might not all be here, but they've been super annoying regardless, and they're so much faster than the Zealots. Even if they don't have speed, they're hiding behind the menu. Hiding behind the menu. Oh, lost one, though. Didn't have to lose that. First Corsair out from that Stargate for Bisu, getting +1 attack for his guys and working on a Citadel of a Dune. It seems like possibly a Zealot Corsair push is going to happen here against the Zerg player. Possible, but not guaranteed at all. Also could be Dark Templar. Dark Templar Corsair is a very fun combination in the Brood Wars. Is this Ling still here? Oh, he's got speed now. Got speed now, man. Citadel of a Dune finishes. Do we get leg enhancements? Do we get the speed for the Zealots? I don't know. I don't see it yet. This Zergling is probably taking a lot of Bisu's attention right now, which is unfortunate. You really hate to see that. Corsair flying around, trying to find stuff to kill. There's an Overlord to kill. Again, splash damage from the Corsairs is what they want. Giant clumps of Overlords, clumps of Mutalisks. But as it stands, single target attacks just take forever to burn down an Overlord. Scourge in production here from Jaedong. Somebody did correct me in a previous cast that Scourge do single target damage. I knew that. I don't know. My StarCraft 2 knowledge gets mixed up with Brood War knowledge from time to time, and I just saw the Scourges flying Banelings that do splash damage and said, oh, of course. They do splash damage, but no, it's single target. It is absolutely single target damage, and look at these Scourge just barely faster than the Corsair, like minusculely faster. Look at that. And there's a hit, and 1 more hit, possibly. Bisu running for his life here. He might actually make it home, and he does. The Scourge turns around. Whew. All right, there's your leg enhancements. Zealots do move faster. They don't have charge. They don't do any extra things, but they just move faster. It makes them better. Makes them a lot better. They hit hard, and they're tanky, and they stack well. Zealots with speed. Good unit. Good unit. Hydralisk Den is done here for Jaedong. He's working on Flyer Carapace as well as Ground Carapace for his units. I don't know if the Zealot's going to be able to do much here at the natural base. There are Lings. There's a Sunken. 2 Sunkens now. Oh, that finished just in the nick of time for Jaedong. And the Zealots say, no, this is not the place for us. For some reason, Scourge kind of following them around, I suppose, just as scouting units, because they're as fast as the Zealots are, and the Zealots can't do anything to them, so it's a pretty good way to keep tabs on what your opponent is doing with them Zealots. Working on +1 air weapons is Bisu, and I don't know about this positioning from Bisu. The Sunkens are getting so many hits off on these guys, and there's a ton of Lings too. Yeah, get out. Get out of there, Zealots, and they are. They're going to retreat from this location. Second base for Bisu. He really needs a third. He desperately needs a third base right now. Can he do it? Is my question. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a guarantee of any sort. Additional Corsairs on the way. Is going for High Templar. Whether that's going to be with Psionic Storm or Archons, we'll have to wait and see. Zealots coming into this third base location, and a single Sunken here. There might not be enough defense to hold this. The Lings are fighting, but only because they have to. If they don't, this base is going to die. Drones fighting too, again, only because they have to. Zealots actually taking out quite a few drones. Exploding sometimes. I don't know why drones explode sometimes. They have tanks in there. Sometimes they just die with blood, though. I don't know what the difference is. Zealots coming up to this fourth base, which is entirely independent. Okay, I guess there's a ton of Lings now. Ton of Lings here. And they don't have any upgrades, so they're not going to be any better against the Zealots. Are there 8 of them? I think there's 7? It's pretty good considering these Zealots are already injured. Yeah, super injured, so they don't really want to engage at all. Corsairs flying over to this fourth base. I don't know what they're going to hope to find. There are no overlords. Oh, can they pick off the Scourge from distance? Oh, one of them takes a hit. One of the Corsairs does take a hit. Does he? Maybe not. Wow, good micro by Bisu there. Ling's coming up. Third base by Bisu should be going up at some point, says Jaedong, and by golly it is. So there's an Archon here and a Dark Templar. The Archons are really good against Lings with that splash damage, but if there are enough Lings, maybe they can take it down, and they do. But the Zealot DT attack enough there too. Corsair's taking some Scourge hits. You guys are a little bit injured. Tiny bit. Not crazy. Not crazy. The point is that Bisu can throw up his third base right now at 10 minutes. It's really important to get the third base up. Jaedong's been on 4 base for quite some time. It is 83 to 68 total supply. Bisu's up. A lot of that's in Corsair, which I don't know if it exists really to do much other than Overlord hunts and discourage Jaedong from going Mutas. I don't know. Yeah, Bisu keeps coming to this 4th base and hoping that Jaedong is going to have some Overlords there for him to kill, but he just never does. He's too smart for that. Jaedong is way too smart for that. More Archons in production, working on creep colonies, getting Lurkers now, getting melee attack too. Jaedong working on all this stuff. Well, Bisu getting more High Templar. Does he have the Storm upgrade? I don't think he does. I haven't seen that in the production tab. I've been glancing up there pretty often, and it's a very long upgrade, so I don't think he's got it. I think he's just using them entirely for Archons, as that has been showing in the production tab, which is not to say he won't get Storm eventually. Storm is good. Storm brings down Lurkers to approximately 20% health just with 1 Storm, and since Lurkers can't dodge very well, that usually happens. That's usually what happens. Archon takes out an Overlord just for the fun of it. Another Overlord here, probably going to go down to this Archon. How many kills you got? 1? All right, so your first kill, fine. Oh, Scourge too. You can pick off Scourge, that's great. They're really fast though, and Jaedong shouldn't allow them to get close enough to that Archon to die. That's all right. Adrenal Glands coming in for Jaedong. We're going to see some cracklings, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be Lings with the Adrenal Gland upgrade where they attack so quickly. So darn quickly. And when they're fully upgraded, they're just mean. They're mean little guys. There's our Defilers. There's our Consume upgrade. Jaedong is working to his end game composition. Going to be Defilers with Dark Swarm, with Lurkers and Hydras and Cracklings. That's the play. That's the play for him. Now, Bisu needs Storm. He needs Archons. Maybe some Reavers, too. He's got a robotics facility. Some Lings getting thrown away a little bit unnecessarily there by Jaedong. He did not babysit those very well at all. Unfortunately, a lot of Scourge in the sky. An idle drone here. What did you just... Oh, they're getting killed. They're getting killed from distance. And just... Did they even... No. Wow. This Corsair control by Bisu has been elite. I don't know if he's lost a single Corsair. He lost 1. He lost 1 Corsair earlier in the game, but otherwise, it's been fairly amazing. Oop, Overlord's in the corner. Oh, he found him. Oh, boy. How many Overlords is this for Jaedong? That was a lot. It did supply block. Jaedong just barely. 98 supply with 96 available. An attack coming into this 3rd base location. Corsairs in the sky. You're Not Ready 4 has entered a custom game called 4v4 Fastest Go. Ah, fastest maps. Those were fun back in the day. User map settings, yo. So where it's at. Yeah, Lurker, Sunken Colony, Zergling here against Zealot Archon. Bisu says that's a little bit entrenched. A little too entrenched for me. There's your Psionic Storm. Getting Singularity Charge. You can actually make some Dragoons here at the 13-minute mark. These guys are Cracklings yet. They are Cracklings now. But the upgrades aren't quite there. So yes, the attack upgrade's useful, but +1/+1 is much different from +3/+3. Forcing a cancel on Bisu's 4th. Can he save it? Zealot's trying to get there, but the attack speed is so fast. So dang fast on these guys. Can they? Oh, Bisu saves it. He saves the 4th just in the nick of time. Oh, finding another group of Overlords, but they are protected by Hydras. They are protected by these Hydralisks. Working on Groove Spines, increasing the Hydralisk attack range. Do they have the speed upgrade yet? I don't know. I don't actually know. How are they moving? They're moving pretty zippy. It looks like they have speed. 5th base getting morphed in here just outside of that natural base location. Again, there's no gas, but that's okay. I think the gas income by Jaedong is pretty good thus far. He's got 4 extractors running full time. This Nexus, this 4th Nexus for Bisu was severely injured. You never recover this health down here, this yellow. The shields will come back, but it's going to sit at about 40% on that hull damage, or whatever you want to call it, for the rest of its life. All right, Lurkers, Hydras entrenching themselves on in here. There are Defilers ready to go, though. Oh, there's a Plague! A Plague on all of the Zealots, bringing their HP down to 1 at some point. Doesn't affect shields, though, but it does make them a lot more squishy. Archons don't care about Plague. They don't have barely any hull points anyway. 10? The vast majority of their stuff is in shield. There's a drop, a storm drop here with some zealots at the third base location. Shuttle play by Bisu coming in right now. That was beautiful. Absolutely shuts down all drone production at that third base location. There's still zealots back here, actually. Okay, so the Hydras do engage. Some Lurker. Oh, kind of out peeking your coverage there, Lurker. Gonna get killed. Do you have detection? I don't know. The Corsairs really wish they had something to do, but they don't. There's nothing here air for them to kill. Mostly Hydra. It's gonna be Ling. It's gonna be all sorts of stuff. Is this shuttle still here? Shuttle's still here, and it still has 2 High Templar in there. Oh man, Bisu gonna go back in. He's gonna go back in. For sure. Lurkers burrow. Zealots taking it to the face. Zealots. Not liking those spines very much. If they had detection, they're actually not bad against Lurkers, but they didn't have detection at all in that location. All right, big, huge open area here. Yep, there's your observer. There's your observer. Another plague on the Dragoons this time. Jaedong feeling very strong, and that's what he wants to do here. Is go for plague instead of the Dark Swarm. Although he can consume and get that energy back pretty quickly, but Bisu pushing back against this. These Hydras are a little bit scary. They have +2 armor and +1 attack. Is there another? Oh, another drop down here. Yep, there it is. Another drone killing drop. Another plague on top of most of these Dragoons. You can see here, not healthy. But the shields are good. And, oh, losing the Defiler. Amazing storm on that Defiler here. It's 165 to 124 total supply. I think a lot of that discrepancy, a lot of that deficiency is going to be at the number of drones that Bisu has killed thus far. This is incredible. Did he lose the shuttle, though? What killed the shuttle? Maybe some Scourge caught it. I guess there are some Scourge out here for Jaedong. Making sense. Lings, Dragoons, a storm on top of the Zerglings, just melting them. Storms on top of the Lurkers, Zealots finishing them off with just a couple hits here. And Bisu absolutely crushing it right now. The Dark Swarms are up. They are up right now. And that means range stuff can't mess with these Hydras. I don't know why you're engaging so much. I guess there's a Zealot attack up here at the third base location too, but not enough Zealots to really break that. There was a... Is that a drop attempt? I don't know, but the Overlords are dead. I don't know if that was just scouting or what, but yes, Bisu does have a 5th base along this right side. So coming out with Defilers and Hydralisks and Bears and Puppies, oh my, this Dark Swarm lasts forever. It really does. Alright, so a lot of Storm available, a lot of High Templar, a lot of Dragoons. The upgrades are +3 attack. Lurkers down very quickly to Dragoons with +3 attack from distance, as it turns out. Working on armor too, just because, I don't know, your attack's done, so why not? I believe is how this works. Scourge trying to get rid of these Corsairs, but enough Dragoons on the ground to chase them away. The positioning by Bisu has been excellent. Much, much excellent thus far. Another shuttle in production for Bisu. You must have lost that one. Man, gotta watch that minimap. Gotta watch it close. Trying to watch it close. At the same time, while casting what's on the screen. Solo casting is hard. Solo casting is really hard, you guys. There's a reason nobody really does it at the pro level. Corsairs trying to chase down these Scourge. Well, that doesn't seem like a great idea, but free Overlords is always nice. Overlords do have speed. It's harder to kill them. Oh, the Scourge coming back. Great target fire by Bisu, though. I don't know if these Scourge have paid for themselves at all in this game. Ah, Nidus. Nidus Canal. Nidus Canal's in the Brood War, can only talk to another Nidus Canal. So this one has its partner somewhere. Probably down here at the natural base. It's the only places they can talk. Working on Metasynaptic Node, +50 Defiler energy upon hatch. Not an upgrade you see a lot. And Kaideran Amulet from Bisu, increasing the starting energy of High Templar by 50, which is just a lot. That helps immensely. I think they can cast a Storm immediately after being made if they have Kaideran Amulet. All right, pushing on in. Got some Lurkers, got some Hydras, got a Defiler too. Gonna Plague again. Defiler not doing anything, actually. Great Storm on those Lurkers. There's the Plague. All right, Plague is happening, but all the Lurkers are dying to Storm. Lings trying to come in by themselves. Overextending a little bit there, just getting completely obliterated. Storm on the Lurkers. As soon as they burrow, notice the Storm going down, because they can't run at that point. 6 kills on the Ark, and High Templar left behind. No, 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 no. No, 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 High Templar, you need them. Bisu, you need those to live. Losing a few. Losing a few just because they're slow. Just because they're really slow. Overlord retreating to the bottom right corner. Corsairs saying, nope, can't retreat down here. It's 194 to 154 total supply. Bisu is looking like he's in control right now, but it's Jaedong, man. You cannot count Jaedong out. You can't do it. If you've thought about it before, you should apologize. You should repent of that sin. Just making so many Hydras at once, though. Jaedong, 11 at a time, making Dark Templar, getting Plasma Shield upgrades. Kadarin Amulet stuff, couple Zealots caught out in the middle of the open, just getting destroyed there, too. Zealots versus Zerglings. Zerglings have +3 armor and +3 attack. Working on +3 attack here, so they're going to be fully true Cracklings in just about a minute or two here. Oh, the Corsairs caught a plague. That's massive from Jaedong. These Corsairs are going to be at essentially 50%, less than 50% health for the rest of this game, even at full health, if you know what I mean. If their shields are full, they're still going to be at less than 50% overall HP. That's huge. That is huge. Going to make Scourge more effective. Storm more of these Hydras. Hydras here attacking into the 4th base. And again, safe under their Dark Cloud. And they're trying to pick off these cannons. Army coming up north to deal with it from the Bisu. Going to try to come from the backside. Wow, the Dark Swarms are good. The Dark Swarms are good right now. This base might actually be dead, but Zealot's getting on top. Yeah, melee attack is fine. Melee attack can do a lot of stuff, even if there's Dark Swarm going on. But does he just lose this? Yeah, the cannons can't do anything. Dragoons can't do anything. Dark Swarm lasts effectively forever. Look how long this is lasting. Ling's getting in here and going for it, but that seems really bad. They're trying to finish off the Nexus. They do end up getting it, the Cracklings! Finishing it off very nicely. 4th base just going to be abandoned right now. Storming that Lurker. Just as the Dark Swarm expires there. It's still 175 to 156 total supply. Bisu is up. Bisu is feeling strong. Jaedong is expanding again, though. He's got this bottom base for a 7th? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 6. 6th base down here, 7th base along the left side. Oh, there is gas at this base. Should have known that. Should have made myself familiar. That's okay. I mean, taking this base as 3rd just means you actually get the base in the top left corner, too, which is exactly what Jaedong was going for. Corsairs trying to kill Overlords, but again, a minimized health pool. It's not good. It's not even a tiny, tiny bit good. Bisu, being the player that he is expanding to his 4th base location again. Got a couple Lurkers in between the 3rd base and the 4th base, just kind of hanging out, which is hilarious. Oh, Spore Crawler versus Observer. Bad. Spore Crawler versus Observer, really, really bad here. Oh, Observer down, but there's still 2 more. Storm on the Hydras. This 6th base down below is in danger of falling. The Storm against Hydras have just been on point. On point. There's the Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm is up. Dark Swarm does do damage here, but he ends up dead as well. It's just amazing what this one spell can do. What this one Dark Swarm can do. That might actually save this 6th base from dying entirely. But Zealot's coming in, Storm coming in. Bisu refuses to retreat just because there's a Dark Swarm here. Yeah, you need to be hitting the hatch. Dragoons, you're useless. Attack the hatch. More Hydras coming on in. Archons just kind of hanging out. No, Archons. There you go. Attack. Attack. Get in there. Defiler dead. Defiler dead. Archons killing stuff as well. Cracklings really want these Archons to die, but 1 does die, but there's still 3. There is still 3, and it's time to go in. It's time to finish this thing off here. Storm on these units coming from the top side, too. Where is Jaedong getting these units? It's the macro. It's the macro that's available, and Jaedong saves his 6th base by finding an army out of nowhere and running it down. Yeah, Templar's out of energy. He's just going to die. Sorry, High Templar. I know it's not cool, but it is the reality. And suddenly it's 140 to 155 total supply. Bisu committed a lot of stuff to that attack at the 6th base. A lot of things. Reavers coming in for Bisu, though, at the 23-minute mark. Okay. Oh, there's the Dark Swarm Hydra attack. These cannons are utterly useless for Bisu at his 6th base location in the right side here. This is going to die. Where is his army? Keeps doing. Oh. Trying to do a bit of a drop, a bit of a storm drop there on the top left, but that got shut down as the shuttle was killed, and his Nexus dies too. Bisu's making Reavers. He's working on Gravitic Drive for faster shuttle movement. He's going to try to do this Reaver drop thing, but Jaedong, he might just be overwhelming right now. Good Storms, though. Storm's the great equalizer, Protoss players. The great equalizer. Zealot trying to get on top of these guys. They got +1 armor and +1 shield upgrades. Oh, the Storms are what you want, though. And that's it. There's your win. Hydras are down. Bisu's back up. 170 to 163 total supply. What a ridiculous game this is. What an absolutely insane game. But again, it's Jaedong versus Bisu. What did you expect when you clicked on this, really? This will be a fairly boring, typical game without much things of amazement. But it is incredible, and it has amazement. Double shuttle production here by Bisu. Yes, he lost a base. Yes, he's lost his 4th base too. No, he hasn't killed a single bases of Jaedong's yet. Single bases? Single base of Jaedong's yet, but I feel like the Reavers are going to be a bit of a tide turner too. Again, splash damage versus Zerg. Archons, High Templar, and Reavers. These are your keys, Protoss players, to beating a Zerg. I mean, maybe not beating this particular Zerg. Oh, lost a Corsair there. Are you guys injured? Yeah, you guys are injured ones. Oh, wait, what the? Like, missed it. I don't know. We have a repeat of our chase. No, not going to follow. Not going to follow through there. 198 to 200 total supply. We're maxed out versus maxed out, which we don't see a lot in Brood War, actually, so I'm very excited to see it here right now. Jaedong making sure these bottom right-hand bases are his. This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to lay claim on them by throwing some Hydras down here. Giant army from Bisu heading up north. He wants to protect his 4th, as it is being threatened, but not that much. Just a lot of orange on the map right now. And Bisu's effective yellow area keeps shrinking with every minute. With every minute here. All right, he's going for it. He recognizes it's time to go. Gotta do this thing. Can't sit back. Can't let Jaedong expand. Can't let him get up a huge bank as he's got effectively 2,000 sitting there. Ling's coming from the top side. I don't know where they're trying to go, but they're all going to die. I don't know if Jaedong was sacrificing them to make more Hydras or what. It seems like that's possible. That's what was happening. And Bisu coming in, again, to the space along the left side. This 5th base location that Jaedong tossed up. No, he's bypassing it. Is he trying to go for the main? Wow, he might... Oh, free defiler. Free defiler. Can he get a cast off before he dies? He better. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. That was... I mean, it wasn't game-ending by any stretch, but that was not great. Bisu seems indecisive. Bisu, where are you going, man? What you up to, friend? Is he trying to expand here? He might try to expand here. He did take this bottom right-hand quarter, and Jaedong didn't know. There's another plague. Another plague. But holy, 4 Reavers. They all get plagued, though. They all getting plagued. Taking shots from distance. Zealots on top of everything here. This army is fairly scary. Storm's making sure reinforcements can't come in. High Templar getting picked off. No, but look at all them dead Hydras. Look at all them dead Hydras coming out of the Nidus Canal. But the storms on everything that comes out of here. The Nidus Canal is absolutely dead. This attack going exceptionally well for Bisu. 8 kills on this Archon. He's not dead yet. And could this be it? Could this be Bisu turning the tide in this game? Yep. Reaver attacks, man. Reaver attacks working because they're technically melee. They don't explode until they're within melee range. It is a great answer to Dark Swarm for sure. It's 150 to 138 total supply. Jaedong is up. It's got, again, just keeps bringing Hydras in like he owns the place. Where did his shuttles go? Did he lose his shuttles? Oh no! The Reavers running for their little lives, and they're dead. And they're dead. And that Dragoon is dead too. That might have been a last hurrah for Bisu. It is 144 to 129 total supply. Bisu is refusing to give in. Refusing to give up. Keeps losing High Templar, though. That's a bad sound. That is a bad sound. They're just so slow. I mean, they hit like trucks. All right, that's why they have to be slow. If they were fast and hit like trucks, it'd be really unfair. Yeah, I have to pair him with a shuttle, man. Make him super duper effective. Bisu with a huge swell of zealots running around. This game is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's Jaedong versus Bisu. I didn't think it'd be 30 minutes of pure insanity, though. That's what it's been. Trying to expand, Jaedong might actually lose his first phase of the game. And it's morphing in, so it doesn't quite count. He got it. He got Jaedong's attempt to go for an eighth base here. These fully upgraded Lings are just so terrifying. Look at them. They're engaging with these zealots like they belong. And they do. Look at him go. His bottom right-hand corner base of Bisu is going to die. A million Zerglings are coming in. I mean, they're kind of hanging out. Perhaps they're worried about Storm. Perhaps they're worried about what here? Oh, I guess they want the Defiler there for the Dark Swarm. They don't want to die. They don't want to die in this attack. Why would they do that? There it is. There's the Dark Swarm. And there's another Dark Swarm, and that should be enough. The cannons are gone. The probes are all gone. Bisu losing a ton. a ton of economy right now. This is not good for the Protoss player. Losing this base is just a blow that I don't know that he can recover from. Still, making Zealots, making Archons, making High Templar. Got himself a shuttle with that gravitic drive upgrade. So zippy. So darn zippy. Once again, he's going for it. He's continuing to push. Needs to kill a base or 2 or 3. Starting to get mined out, man. Starting to kind of get mined out. A little bit. Got more Reavers, too. Woohoo! More Reavers. Jaedong throwing down hatches on this right side, canceling those. Okay, it's another battle at the southernmost base. Archons, Zealots versus Lurker Hydra, though. It's just so much. Fully upgraded Hydras, fully upgraded Lurkers. Reavers trying to target fire these guys. Great storm on the Hydralisks. 2 Zealots on top of everything, eating some of the damage from the Psionic Storm, too, because Zealots is a friendly fire spell. The Psionic Storm here. I'm really interested that he's not trying to target fire down this hatch at all. He's really not. For some reason. I can't tell how many kills he's had because they're constantly making Scarabs. Oh, and the Hydra's coming from the back side, finishing that off, and that's it. A good game from Bisu. Bisu has left the game, and Jaedong is your winner in exactly 31 minutes. Oh, what a match. What a match for us today. Oh, look at that Observer exploding in green slime from these Hydralisks. Yeah, I mean, a huge part of this is Jaedong never lost a hatchery. Okay, these ones died, right? This one in production, these other like macro hatches died. They don't really count. Once Jaedong established a base, he saved it. He saved it. That was it. That was all. That was all. And incredible. Just ridiculously amazing. Actually, that might be my friend. You're not ready. I gotta find a way to mute those. Anyway, yeah, never lost his natural, even though it got cannon rushed. Nothing came close to touching his main. Like, nothing came close. He got Psionic Storm dropped at his 3rd base and his 4th bases, but never lost those hatches or the macro hatches there. And he killed the 4th base of Bisu's, killed the one in the bottom right-hand corner. Just, he had the answers everywhere. Hydras, Lings, Defilers, Lurkers. That was his bread and butter. Got some Scourge, too, to deal with the Corsairs. He was everywhere in this game. And being everywhere as Zerg sometimes means you win. So great job. Great job by Jaedong. And let's take a look at our friendly final score tally here. My favorite place to go. Units produced by Jaedong, 1,019. And he killed 300 units with it. It's not even that many, but he won. And he won pretty handily, too. On the other hand, Bisu, classic Protoss, produced 389 units and killed 694. Everybody accounted for at least 2 kills. Lost 322 of them, but that is neither here nor there. Structures killed, let's see, because building them doesn't really make sense because Overlords don't count as buildings. Yeah, 27 buildings killed by Jaedong. That's a lot of resources, just Jaedong all the way. Gas mined, minerals mined, and total spent. But look how close unit score is. 19,400 for Bisu to 194,000 for Bisu, 196,000 for Jaedong. Super close. Super close indeed. Oh, that was a good time. A good time. All right, that's enough of me just rambling about stuff. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another StarCraft Brood War Remastered upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next Saturday, you take care of yourself.